a new year means New Year's resolutions. And the number one resolution, I have to say myself has made this, is to try to lose weight. It's the hardest thing in the world to do, but right now we're going to find out why diets do not work. Joining me here inside the Morning Scramble is Dr. Julie T. Anay. So happy to have you here.
I am thrilled to be here.
I want to tell people a little bit about your title because you're a licensed psychologist and eating disorder specialist. So we're going to talk mostly about retraining your brain, because it's true, diets don't work, but we try them all the time.
So not only do diets not work, but they actually backfire and create the very problem that we're trying to fix. From obesity to anorexia, diets are unhealthy and destructive. So we have to learn a new way. We want to have healthy weight management that does not backfire into disordered eating.
Well, how can we do that? Because so many people love the fact that there's a quick fix, or they figure a celebrity is endorsing it, they've lost weight, it has to be healthy.
Okay, but the quick fix is the key. So diets are ineffective 95% of the time. Anybody can lose weight, lots of people lose weight, but it's not sustainable over time. So we want to develop an approach that is healthy and allows us to develop a different relationship with food and therefore our bodies that lasts over time and does not create disordered eating.
Well, it's true that you said a relationship with food, because it truly is a relationship. Because like you have a friend who you know their ups and downs, their quirkiness, you have to become that way with food. You have to know what works for you and what doesn't.
And when we look at a relationship with food, a lot of times people don't overeat because they're super hungry. They overeat because they use food to deal with other things. A lot of times, to respond to emotional ups and downs, they turn to food. They have a relationship with food that says, I'm lonely, I'm going to hit the mint chocolate chip ice cream. I'm not feeling good, I'm going to crunch on those Doritos. That's what creates problems, and we have to start looking at the emotional component. It's not just about a deprivation diet. We know that doesn't work.
It's a lot deeper. And some of the things that you mentioned is, this is something that a lot of people hang on to, the scale. They always want to be a number.
And you know what? That's so destructive. We have to throw out the scale. How many times do you get on that darn scale and it goes up or down and then it leads you straight to the refrigerator, because it's this emotional roller coaster. So if you are going to monitor your weight, number one, you should really have the doctor do that for you, or you should not weigh yourself any more than one time a week, The number is inaccurate and it brings you up and down regarding your eating behavior.
Correct. Now, I just wanted to ask you this, because a lot of women get in their mind frame, well, she looks good, she looks good, but you have to consider your age. You also have to consider your family history, and a lot of us don't do that. We don't go to the doctor first before we actually get on a plan. So can you outline maybe some of the things that we should do, especially a woman who's maybe in her 40s?
Well, the best thing is to listen to your own body's signals of hunger and fullness, Because our bodies really are this miracle that tells us exactly what's going on. And if we really listened to, I exercised more today, so I'm more hungry. Guess why? Because I expended more energy. So my body's going to need more. If you are going into menopause and maybe your metabolism has slowed down, you probably are not going to be as hungry. And if we're eating truly in response to hunger signals, our body's going to regulate it themselves.
And the key thing, I think, for me, I found is that, a good pair of Spanx always helps. But it's all about just mixing things up, because you do become a little bit wiser, hopefully, as you mature. But you also have to realize, I can't eat, like you said, the ice cream and then the Doritos back to back. I need to have a little bit more vegetables, some protein. So you really have to listen.
You have to eat a balanced diet in moderation. There really is no good food or bad food. It's really allowing yourself to eat for the right reasons to a point of being moderately full. And the important thing is to try to feel good about yourself on the inside, Like you glow,
Thank you.
Like you just glow from the inside. I don't even know what your body looks like, because you just have this beautiful energy. So we have to connect more to that part of ourselves and stop worrying so much about the outside. Beauty really starts on the inside, and it shines from the inside out.
Well, I'm so glad you said that. And another one thing that I want to mention is that we have to get past this, that we need to be a certain size or we need to look like somebody else. We also have to understand that it's not about dieting and losing weight. It's about being healthy.
That's right. It is about loving yourself and supporting your body. If we love ourselves and we treat ourselves well, that's going to include good food. That's going to include healthy exercise. But that's going to include joy and love too, okay?
Well, Dr. Julie, I have to tell you, you are fantastic. And if you're trying to lose weight, you need to listen to this lady. You make me feel so good. I don't even want to eat any chocolate chip ice cream. We'll be back with more inside the Morning Scramble.